The Consensus Forecasting Group, a collection of outside independent economists, today confirmed our fears about the impact of the national economy on our state budget. Unfortunately, their projection of $456.1 million general fund deficit for the fiscal year that ends June 30, 2009, is even more troubling than what we projected internally nearly a month ago. This projection is a deficit of over 5%. They also project a road fund shortfall of $104.7 million, a deficit of nearly 8% of budgeted road fund revenues. As a result of these projections, I hope and trust that it is now clear to everyone in this Commonwealth that this financial crisis is neither imagined nor exaggerated. It is real, and it must be addressed. Kentucky's elected leaders, regardless of party or politics, must come together to confront this challenge. Make no mistake, only tough choices lie ahead. By early December, I will formulate a proposal to address this crisis. I will then ask my colleagues in the legislature, and I will talk to the people of this state, asking for their input and direction in finding the best ways to navigate an economy more challenging than any since the Great Depression. 3 principles will guide us. 1, further cuts are inevitable. 2, cuts may not be enough. And 3, we cannot sabotage future budgets. First, this shortfall will require radical spending cuts. Everything, and I would repeat the word everything, is on the table. During prior budget reductions, we were able to protect certain areas, but we may not be able to hold them harmless this time around. The shortfall is just too large, and it comes too far along in the fiscal year. Let me be clear. I'm talking about cuts that will bring pain to our people. Now, we're not alone. Dozens of states are making similar decisions, as are families across Kentucky and across our nation. But shared misery will not make it any easier in terms of their effects. Bear in mind that in the past year, we have already cut spending by more than $430 million. Right now, we are operating the smallest executive branch in some 20 years, with 4,000 fewer employees than 5 years ago. We now have some 2,000 fewer employees than when I first took office last December. As of last month, we had over 460 fewer non-merit employees than the previous administration. Since day one, this administration has made leaner, more efficient government programs a top priority. Second, cuts alone may not be enough to responsibly balance our budget, and I would emphasize the word responsibly. Not if we are to remain committed to educating our children, protecting our citizens, and improving the state's workforce and economy. Kentucky's families are hurting, and that hurt is going to grow. State government services are needed in this time of crisis more than ever, and I have no intention of letting our families down. Nor can we hunker down and hide. We must invest in people and programs that will strengthen our economic infrastructure for the long term. So, additional revenues may well be necessary. That decision will require an open and frank discussion of what's best for our state, not not what furthers a particular ideology or individual political interest. Third, the budgetary steps we take now must not compromise our ability to meet future needs. We are in uncharted economic waters. Most economists predict our economy will remain deeply troubled for several months, if not a couple of years. Next year, the budget shortfall may be even larger. If we are to emerge from this crisis in a stronger position, our choices must keep in mind the long-term fiscal health of our state. If we work together, if we put progress ahead of partisanship, I believe that we will emerge stronger than before. In fact, I know we will. It will take sacrifice and discipline, but we can position our state for a strong and vibrant future when the economy inevitably recovers. But we must commit ourselves now to working strategically and thoughtfully. I stand ready and committed to that work, confident that Kentucky's best days are still ahead of us.